now we're going to be taking a look at our zigzag motor. Our zigzag motor controls our center needle position left to right. Since we were working on the upper shaft area, we might have ended up moving this or putting it out of position. So when you turn on the machine, the needle should initialize. However, we need to get a true reading, so we're going to remove the A-foot. We're going to put the bobbin case back in. Make sure it's seated nicely. And we're going to put our needle plate back in. It's very important to check center needle position with the needle plate on, since we're going to be using our needle plate as the gauge. Now, on some needle plates, they fit very firmly. On other needle plates, you might have a little bit of wiggle room. So it's always important to make sure that you put the screws that hold the needle plate to the machine all the way in. This way we can be sure that the needle plate is held in nice and firm. This way, if we were to test it, we would get a true reading. So let's make sure the screws are all the way in, and we tighten them up all the way. Now we're going to check our needle position, and we turn the needle and we bring it down to the needle plate. If we don't have center needle position, there is a screw at the top and there's a screw towards the bottom of the zigzag motor. Usually you just have to loosen the screw at the bottom. And if you loosen the screw at the bottom, you can grab the motor gently and you can move the whole needle bar left to right. So you want to eyeball it and make sure that it's in the center, and you will tighten the bottom screw. Now, one way to check yourself is you can go to stitch number 5, which is our zigzag. And you can change the width to 7 millimeters, since it's a 7 millimeter plate. And turn the hand wheel towards you. Now, you'll have to turn it about 2, 3, maybe almost 4 times before the zigzag motor starts kicking in. And we can see that we're going to test the left, and we're going to bring it down on the right hand side now, and test where the needle drops on the right hand side of that plate. We want the same distance from the needle to the edge on the right that we're going to have from the needle to the left edge. It's always important to check this, because once again too, if you end up making an adjustment that's wrong, you don't want the needle to end up hitting into the edge of the plate, putting nick marks or scratches into it, which could affect our stitching later on. Put it to stitch number 1 and check our center needle position. Now, also on a zigzag motor, towards the bottom, you have a little plate that sticks out. And that could affect the zigzag motor moving left to right. If that plate is too far to the left, it would get in the way. So you could loosen the screw, move it to the right, or push it down slightly. And that will help you with the zigzag motor.